We're starting our last day of the smokehouse build today. What we're going to do is trim up these sides here. So I'm going to start with some pallet lumber. Make it flush on this side over here, like that. So we're gonna go looks like 2 1/4. This side I'm gonna make 2 1/4 also. I need 49 1/4 overall. I just cut those at 35, so I need 2 14 1/4s from this one. Now time for the door. I'm gonna make the door in 2 pieces. I'll make the lower half about 34 inches tall, and I'll make the upper half the rest. So it'll be like a little Dutch door. And I'm doing that on purpose so I can open up the top if it gets too warm in the smokehouse or the smoke gets too dense. So my door width is 29 5/8. So if I build my door like this, I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those cross pieces. So it's 29 5/8 inch wide. So I'm gonna go with 5 cross pieces, 2 for the upper door and 3 for the lower door. But I also need the same amount on the back side because I'm gonna double thickness this. I'm gonna sandwich in the boards in between the cross pieces. So I'm gonna need 10 of those 29 5/8. Got the 10, 29 and 5/8 for the widths for those cross pieces. Now I need to go ahead and cut some 43 1/4 total, but I'm going to split this up into 2 pieces. So I'm going to do a, let's see what I have in these pieces over here without running into nails. I think I'm going to do the bottom a 35, and I'll do the top an 8. And there's going to be a little gap in between. I'll take care of the 1/4 inch down here. 35 and 8 is 43. That'll give me a little gap I can put in between the doors. 8s, how many do I need? I got to cover 29 and 5/8. And these pallet boards are all 3 inches. So I need 10. I'll need 10 for the bottom, the lower section. The upper section I probably can get away with 3. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make some more pallet boards. I got to cut some more out. I'm just going to lay some of these out here. They're all not the same thickness. I'll see which ones. These are all good here. Okay, that looks good there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all of these down to 35s. That'll be the bottom door. Then I got to cut the other ones at 8 inches for the top door. Like I did before, we're going to cut these nails out of here. Now we're going to cut out for the little door. Let's see if I can't make a stop here with something. See if this works. Right there. Bring that around. And if I don't bump it hard enough, if I don't bump it too hard, it looks like it should be okay. Starting to lay out the lower door here. I'm going to put the slats on the back side cross braces first. We're just going to tack them with some inch staples for now. But I want to make sure everything is square to start with here. Just a couple of them to hold it. I'll come down to the center one. Check the square place. And I come down to the bottom. This method is usually really close. If you have good square cuts, you can pretty much feel where square is. But we check it anyways to make sure. Go to the center one, and that's 13 and a little shy of a 1/2 inch. So 13, a little shy of half, which is right there. Pop that one in. Come up here. Now I can check diagonals. Because if you don't know, the diagonals of any rectangle are the same. So we got a little over 45 and a half for this diagonal. And we have 45 3/4 for this diagonal. So this one's long. So we have to compress this one this way. I'll just set it up on its point. Give it a little push. 45 5/8. 45 5/8. That looks good right there. Let me check the square again. 45 5/8. Okay, we're down to our final strip here. And it's 1 3/4 heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and rip that out of this last piece. Now that'll be the back of the door. That'll be facing in. So this is the front of my door here. I'm going to drop this cross piece down 3/4 of an inch. Right there. And that's going to give me a lip for my upper door to overlap that one. So on my upper door, this brace will be down 3/4 of an inch, so they go right on top of each other. Come over here. Looks good there. And my last one's gonna go right here on the bottom. I'm going to switch out my staples. I'm going to go into 1.5 inch staples. Go ahead and staple this. Okay, there's the bottom door. Here's the lip. Okay, so my next part of the door is going to be 8 inches this way with 2 cross pieces, top and bottom, 2 on the back, and the one on the front overlapping approximately 3/4 of an inch. Let's get started on that. Getting started on the little door on the top. Go ahead and do the same process. We'll start with the cross brace. Square the first piece up. There you go. And let's check the diagonals. There we go, slightly less than 30.5 and slightly less than 30.5. Perfect. So I'll go ahead and put the rest of my pieces on here. And I just have a sliver to fill in here. Let's go a little less than 1/2 inch. Now I can go ahead and attach my top piece. I'm just going to tack that in for now. And the bottom piece, I'm going to overlap that. I don't want to bind up with this one. So I think I'm just going to come down here, maybe 9/16 right there. And let's see what I got over here. 9/16 right there. And now you can see how that's going to work there. I want it a little wider here on the top than on the bottom, because when I take the cardboard out, these are gonna settle down this way. All right, this is a little snug here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and shave the top off. All right, much better. I'm gonna go ahead and attach that. Looks pretty good to me. Got a couple stops to put in. I want to make that one a little 12 3/4, 13 1/4. That looks pretty good. One of the things you don't want to do when you're building these is you don't want to make these airtight. You want a lot of gaps. You don't want that smoke ever to get stale in here. Stale smoke, it doesn't taste as good as fresh smoke. So you want just a light amount of smoke in here at all times. So when we cut our hole here, which is going to be 3 inches in diameter, we're going to want more than that area for that smoke to escape. So we want it to come in and escape quickly.